everybody. And now let me introduce the writer-director of Searching, Aneesh Chaganty.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi guys.
So not only did you, wait guys, applaud really hard.
You're fine the first time.
So not only are you the writer-director of Searching, but you also mentored this entire project. What was your favorite part about that process?
I mean, for me personally, like I found my big break making a short film. You know, I made a video, put it on YouTube, and like I got hired at Google because of it, a job that led me directly to making this movie. So to sort of be able to even be involved in a project that hopefully would give 5 people that opportunity was really, really exciting for me.
And you mentioned your work at Google. What inspired you to make your first feature film through the lens of just technology and only viewing it through everyday technology?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we never wanted to do it for a very long time because we thought it would be like a gimmick, we thought it would be lame, we thought it would be a lot of things the furthest thing from cinematic. But then one day, about 2 months after saying no, me and my writing partner, we came up with an idea for an opening scene. The 5 of you guys, or the 6 of you guys who made movies remember the opening scene, but the rest of you guys, you'll see it now. It was an opening scene that all of a sudden it felt so even though there had been movies that took place on screens before, nothing had done it as emotional or as cinematic or as thrilling, as engaging as what we thought this could be. And hopefully do something none of them had done, which is make you forget that what you're watching was on screens. And we thought, if you could do that for 90 minutes, that's a really, really cool movie-going experience.
Was that the biggest challenge, or was it weirder working with actors, or what was your biggest challenge?
Every single thing was the biggest challenge. Just every single aspect of this movie, every single person had to relearn their job to make this movie. Whether it was the writing, the script looked different, or the pre-production planning, all of that looked different. We started editing 7 weeks before the movie started shooting. We were shooting weird footage on cell phones and GoPros and camcorders and all that weird stuff. And editing was a nightmare. It took 2 years to edit. So everything was a challenge. I wish I could give you a specific answer.
No, that sounds terrifying.
It was awesome. The movie's great. I hope you like it.
Okay, and so you have seen all of these short films, and we gave you the task to pick a winner.
Yeah.
We're about to do that, and so if you are the winner, what we want you to do is come down. We have some questions for you. What guidelines did you use in judging these shorts?
Yeah, so basically there were 2, for those of you guys who don't know, there were 2 main rules that every single one of these filmmakers had to sort of abide by when they were making these short films. The first rule was that their short film had to be about technology in some way. They could define whatever that meant to them. And the second rule was that the short film had to use a theme of searching, which is this idea of we are what we hide. So every single one of these filmmakers, the films that you guys saw, incorporated that the way they interpreted that. And then the third rule, which I think was my most important criteria for judging, and I told every one of them this when I was talking to them in person at the YouTube space a couple months ago, was that they had seen the film, they had seen Searching, and it was important that if this movie were to go behind Searching, that they were thinking about what film would complement that beginning as well. Because ultimately this is going as a big package. This is going to play before the film, and we wanted to make sure that whatever film we picked would play well before that film, so almost to complement each other in a little way. So it wasn't, in a weird way, it wasn't just the films that I was judging, but I was judging also how they had strategically written something that hopefully could go well before this film as well. So kind of everything was being judged. But they were all good.
Yeah, so. Yeah, they were. They were all good, and they were all judged very harshly.
No, sorry. Should I have been less specific? No, that's
you did your job. Yeah. Okay, so I guess drum roll, please, Aneesh. You're gonna announce it.
So first of all these movies were awesome. You guys just saw them. They're all so good. They're all so unique. They're all so special. The one that we ended up going with, the one that I thought played best before the film, was Oh, It's Nothing by Tim Hodeke.
Something really cool. Congratulations! You thought you were just going to get, here, stand in between us. You thought you were just going to get, oh. Aww. No, yeah, you do. you're great. You're doing a really good job so far. You thought you were just going to get Aneesh's like love and graces, but we also have a really special prize for you that we're going to make you hold because it's very heavy. A legit, y'all.
Oh, wow.
Sony Searching YouTube Directors Lab Award. So what gave you the idea for Oh It's Nothing? Where'd you get that from?
So it was interesting. The brief came up, and I guess it was a conversation with my girlfriend and producing partner Montserrat, and we were talking about what was sort of dealing with technology, but was then also something that felt like it was taking the idea of We Are What We Hide to some kind of like interesting place, and that's how we kind of came up with this idea of it being this absurd rabbit hole of like, okay, everyone has something to hide. What if a character with like sort of 6 degrees of separation finds himself in some kind of absurd scenario over the course of like a very short time? And so yeah, that was kind of what we took away from the sort of technology thing.
Great, and you had seen Searching. What did you pull from Searching that led you to, yeah, the cute boy? The cute boy film, right?
No, but like.
Oh wait, which?
Oh,
the Back in Time. Yeah.
Well, no, the texting one where it's like he checks his girlfriend's phone, and then he goes from the girlfriend's phone to the office, and then goes from the office to the mom's house, and the mom's house to the prison.
The
Russian one, yeah, there we go. Yeah, we got it. There you go.
I saw it.
no, and also, I thought for a second you were calling,
The good citizen.
Yeah, I mean, I thought for a second you were calling my lead actor Dom very handsome, and he is.
Everybody in all the films is so cute.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Sorry, remind me of the question.
No, that was my fault. I was asking what you take from the themes from Searching.
Well, it's interesting because one of the first things after we saw Searching, which I was completely blown away by and like thrilled that we got to screen in front of and work with Aneesh was one of the first things Aneesh said when he walked in was sort of like, okay, you don't necessarily have to match the exact style. You can just take the theme and sort of go with that. Because for me, what's amazing about Searching is that, and it's kind of what Aneesh got at earlier, is it's incredible because it does take something that could easily be a gimmick, but then truly uses it to be creative and uses the limitation to find to not see it as a limitation and find like ways to, in an interesting way, tell a story that you wouldn't necessarily. That after you see the film, you'll understand it couldn't have been told any other way. And so I don't know. Like to me, that was what was inspiring about it. Was like, oh, you found a story here, and you found a way to tell something that really works in this format. So, like, did I directly take that into my short film? Not necessarily, but that in general was what I took away from Searching. If that makes sense.
Yeah, perfect. And Aneesh, you're right. You're right here. What would you like to tell Tim?
Congratulations. Yeah, no, this is awesome. I mean, yeah, very cool.
Awesome. Yeah, let's have a moment where you guys, stand next to each other and look pretty and smile. Wait, now get me in there. Thank you. Awesome. All right, guys. Yeah, clap one more time for Tim H. And Aneesh, don't go anywhere. Good job. Congrats. No, I'll throw it away. That's my job. Oh, yeah. I wanted to throw it away, but you can do it. Aneesh, we're about to see Searching, your awesome film. Before we roll right into it, what can we expect?
I hope you guys. I mean, the movie at the end of the day is a thriller. It's like twisty, turny, roller coaster of a vibe, and I hope you guys feel all that and then realize at the end of it, oh yeah, that was all took place on computer screens. But if that happened, we did a good job. But I really, really hope you enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, you're like a really positive person, and it's a little dark. It's a little bit dark film. So you've got some like darkness in your brain.
Yeah, yes, a little bit, but not too much. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's a roller coaster movie. Yeah, it's big ups, big downs, lots of scary stuff, and hopefully a lot of happy stuff too.
Great, thanks so much.
Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate you coming out.
Yes, thank you from AMC Century for coming out, and enjoy.
Yep.